As you know, we have been documenting World War II veterans for more than 5 years across the U.S., and we told them that we would meet them right on Utah Beach on the 80th anniversary of D-Day. And what we witnessed when we got there, it was remarkable. It was 80 years ago this morning. Thousands of brave young men from America would storm the beaches of Normandy, the largest amphibious invasion in military history. 50 miles of Normandy coastline, the beaches with code names Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword. For more than 5 years, we have been following World War II veterans across the country. Jake Ruser, a combat medic, who now visits schools.
Dave, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Tim Canary, who has been showing up for work at the same towing garage since 1964.
Tim, how are you?
What an honor and a pleasure this is for me.
Oh, this is an honor for me.
That's my helmet during the war.
Irving Locker, who landed on Utah Beach, ready to go back too. Jake, looking out his window and looking forward to this trip 80 years later. Tonight, the remarkable journey.
I'm ready.
These World War II veterans, many of whom have never met, arrive at the airport. The pilot with his own message.
We've got veterans here on their way to mark the 80th anniversary of the invasion at Normandy. We thank them very much for their service.
The applause from the people in that terminal who knew they were among heroes. The honor guard saluting them as they boarded.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
80 years later, they are going back. They land in Paris and drive to Normandy, to Utah Beach. They are greeted as heroes.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And after traveling the U.S. to document their stories, we told these veterans we'd meet them at Utah Beach.
Gentlemen,
Hello.
good to see you again.
Good to see you.
All of those veterans, once young men, now returning to the beaches of Normandy. Alan Kinder has not set foot back on this beach in 80 years. He tells us he is grateful to be here.
Alan, let me ask you, this is the first time you have ever seen Utah Beach in the daylight?
Yes, we landed at midnight, and then we told me there was a chance to come here. I've kind of lived my life over again, and I've really, really enjoyed that. I've been able to bring my grandson with me. We've gotten closer.
Irving Locker was determined to come back too.
Irving, why was it so important for you to get back here?
It was so important for me to let people know that freedom is not free. I thank God every single day that I'm alive and well, and people have to know that. People have to know that.
Because many did not survive.
They did not survive.
Tim Canary says he still thinks about the brothers he lost here every day.
Every day of my life, I think about it.
Not a day goes by.
It means a great deal to me to be here today, to honor the ones that lost their lives in particular.
Jake Ruser tells us he's been moved by the strangers who have approached him to thank him for his sacrifice.
You believe that if people remember the sacrifices that were made here, that it might actually bring our country together back home?
I think they will. We're meeting people from all over the world. It's really something where they're remembering what happened 80 years ago here.
Onofrio Zicari, who is now 101, he came to Normandy on the 75th anniversary, and he was determined to be here for the 80th.
You came back 5 years ago. You're back here today. How important is it that people remember?
Oh, God remembers. We fought for freedom. And we got to have the younger generation to help us now. We're dependent on them.
In Normandy today, the commemoration ceremony for the veterans who landed here on D-Day. President Biden.
We cannot let what happened here be lost in the silence of the years to come.
While back on that beach, Alan Kinder, who told us that all of this has been a gift because he's been able to talk about the war again, and in doing so, become closer to his grandson, Justin.
Your grandfather has told me what a gift to have revisited his history with you.
Yeah. Being able to come here and experience this with him, it's
Words can't describe it. I mean, it's amazing.
The group helping to bring these veterans back to Normandy, the nonprofit Forever Young Veterans, knows how many of these heroes we lose every day.
Do you know why they really want to come back? They want to say to their friends that did not come home, I haven't forgotten you, and I hope I've lived my life where you're proud of me.
80 years ago to the day, the American heroes returning to the beaches here.
You are the hero. Thank you.
Thank you
for your
very
day.
much. Oh, thank you.
For the world. Thank you.
And the strangers who gathered here to say thank you. The heroes of Normandy returning 80 years later.